Hey Spirit, good morning or afternoon. Hey Samara. Oh yes, I'm doing well. How are you guys? Hey Parvati. To celebrate, to keep celebrating like Aquarius energy, I bought my astrological deck with me. Um, Actually, this is the Radiant Sun Oracle, but it has a lot of cards. It's not like a simple oracle, and it has a lot of astrological placements. So it's often when this I learned from my astrology teacher. She used to tell me that people that have a lot of Aquarius placements or Uranus, um, that they could like be very good astrologers actually. To be able to be a good astrologer is to have like a lot of amount of energy of Aquarius. So since we are in Aquarius season, I bought this astrological deck. Yeah, I saw this one on the White Feather channel, and you also posted on Discord. Yes, yes, I love it. I love it. It took so long to get here. It took so long to get here. Um, because yes, sure, yes, a lot of you have a lot of Aquarius energy. Mm-hmm. Yes, or Uranus. Probably Uranus. It's like it's very present in your chart. It can be like in the first house, or actually like make a lot of like having like a conjunction or like a stellium in Uranus, or a lot of planets in the 11th house as well. So yes, this one it took a while to get to me, because this is not the original one, because I wasn't able to get it here in my country, so I had to send it to get it made. So yes, this is not the original one. This has another back, but well, it will do. I have copies and they work anyways. Like for people that just wonder if you work, it's not the most advisable. Like I would want you to buy the original, but here in my country, since we do not have much possibilities to get some decks, we um, we just have these very trustworthy places where they just print it. I just have it print, and actually this is a place that actually that is called Ouroboros Tarot, something like that. And they are this place. Hey Rim, they are this place where they just made like they always are posting different decks and the pictures of it. And yes, so they do the copies, they do the prints of this. And sometimes they often like, because some of them do have the original box, but some, since it's very difficult to get it online, I don't know where they get the images, but they sometimes use like a picture that they just found, or they design it themselves. And actually, what I love about this place is the quality of the deck. Because for me it's very important. Actually, when the deck it's a bit glossy, that the card it's a bit like shiny. I sometimes struggle with that because it's very slippery, and sometimes the cards just jump all over. And for example, if I had to show it to you on the screen, it's going to shine. So you will not be able to see the picture. So I prefer when they are like this, when they are made uh, matte kind of design, and not, they are very raw to the touch even. Then the one that I got on the mail is the Dark Mirror. oracle that I already been using for a client. And I bought this one. I know probably people here that do follow the Lions Den, like Samara, you recognize this one because she uses it. She sometimes pulls it in the readings. You know, it's like it's beautiful. It's very dark in the sense that it's called the dark mirror for for a reason. And actually, that that is dark. It's more like this tarot deck is what helps you to work the shadow self. So sometimes I was having a few conversations with my clients, especially about the questions that they ask. Some of them do struggle a lot, like we all do. And sometimes it's great to go within us, to somehow like see what is causing that blockage, what is causing that to somehow come back and block our decisions or our minds, our judgment. That it's somehow like it's an impediment for us to move on. So these cards are great to work the shadow self, the part of ourselves that we sometimes like oppress or we sometimes are not able to see because we prefer to remain safe and sane. And sometimes we protect ourselves with um, our own self-defense mechanisms because we don't want to face that maybe it's us, and so these cards, this oracle in particular, is very good to work the shadow self. So I saw that she had it, and I saw another tarot reader that I followed, and she was like, "Oh, I got this because I believe that Ant from the channel Amphrolite, he also used it," and she was like, "Oh, I want to buy it." And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually like I don't have much in my stock. I don't have much like oracles because you know that I don't like neither dark designs on the cards, and I don't like nor the ones that are too pink or too pastel colors or too cute. I prefer the ones in the middle. Actually, a very common card if you're talking about the shadow self. A common tarot card can say it. Like you don't need. But I think that these keywords, especially of this deck, look at this card. And see, this is what I mean when I say glossy cards. That I don't like them because they shine. See, I want to show it to you, and it shines. Okay, please see this. This card it's called Peaceful Among Thorns. It's very powerful. The keywords. It's very powerful. It's just that in this sense, I know it comes with a little book. I don't read the book, like I of course like I do go through the book a bit to see, but I always invite my clients to work on this. Let's work on this card. On why you got this card. Like what does it mean to you? And it's very deep. So I was like, okay, since some of us are going through some moments of where we want to reflect on why some things happened, so, and I'm also going to include it in the romantic readings that I'm going to be offering. I'm going to be offering for those who want to buy it and want to book a reading with me. I'm going to be offering the romance general one for the people that are actually like want to know what's available for them this year in the romance department. And then for the people that are in relationships, I'm going to do the romance tarot reading, but with the two parts involved. So yes. And then I was thinking also about pulling some cards doing another reading for someone that probably wants to be better at the romantic life, and they are like, okay, how can I like improve as a lover or as a romantic partner? How can I like promote that in me, that the feminine side, the romantic side, the lover, the to connect a bit with self-esteem and Venus, so yeah, I'm thinking about those. I will probably like start working on personal readings this Monday. I will start because I have a few requests. So you have my mail if you want to book one with me. And also this Monday, I'm going to start the Ideal Romantic Partner series for the idols. So yes, I done my best with the friendship readings, and oh, I think I managed to do almost all of them. So I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. Today I uploaded the last one that it was for God7, Jinyoung, and JB. So yes, 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 definitely, but very busy. Kelly uses the one sometimes. Honestly, I find it a bit hard to work with, so I'm a bit hesitant, just personally. Yeah, actually, like, I had the possibility to buy this a long time ago. Like, it definitely caught my attention, especially the style, not so much the box, but I do find, like, very interesting these, the shapes here, and the moon faces and the shapes. Definitely, the design caught my attention. Um, but I wanted to buy the English version because this is something that I also have to update. Sometimes I do have, for example, the archetype of Caroline Myss that I have is in Spanish. The chakra, the oracle of the chakras, it's also on Spanish, in Spanish. So, and they didn't come with like they come with a book, but they do not have like the English part. Some books do have it, different languages. So sometimes when I want to translate in English, I think that I try my best to find the most like the synonymous of the word, but I don't think that is accurate accordingly to the translation in English. So that's why I'm looking to update my oracles in English, so I don't have to translate on the spot, and I prefer to have um, and when I have my clients here in Argentina, it happens the same. Sometimes I use the English ones, and in my head, I'm like, oh, what did that mean? Because I'm trying to be as as literal as possible. And I was like, oh, what's that word? What was that word in Spanish? Like, I struggle. Yeah, bilingual problems. I will look up the card online, but they're probably not possible. Yes. In the middle of the reading, yeah, it is like, oh my, I should have. Sometimes I do the research prior, but it depends. Sometimes you think I maybe I go and record something, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I know what this means. I don't need to review this. I know what I have to say. Like it, and also, once I pull the cards and I have to record, it's like a whole it's like a whole rush, like adrenaline rush, that I feel like I have to start the reading right away. That's why sometimes when I record for the channel, you can listen that you can hear me like coughing, and sometimes I'm drinking water, sometimes I'm having mate, and you can hear the sounds in the background of me closing a window or something like that. But it's just that, when I pull the cards, definitely I feel them. Hello, Carlos. Definitely, I feel the need to start reading or start interpreting. Um, Actually, I also get anxious, and this is why I have to improve. I have to save money to get a proper camera to record the reading. To when especially when I'm pulling the cards, because um, sometimes when I do the spread and then I have to go get my cell phone to to take the picture, and then I have to, like, adapt it, edit it, and I feel so like this. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I cannot. There were moments where I was like taking a picture of the spread, and then I got a call, and then I had to go somewhere, and I left the spread there, and sometimes I would just pick it up, but I would leave the cards there, and that made me feel so bad, because you're not supposed to interrupt the fluency of the moment. But yeah, with time I learned that it is what it is, and as long as I have the picture, like, I know that that picture was for that reading in specific, so I recognize it. But yeah, it's not the same as these people that probably you see their videos and they are shuffling on camera, or probably they are placing the cards and they are talking about it. Um, but yeah, yeah. I remember there was one moment that I do not recall what reading it was, but it I was like, I placed the cards, like, I did the whole spread, and then I had my phone next to me. Then I just, I put the cards on the place, I put them each one on their places. I got my phone, then I went, and I was like, okay, now I'm going to start like this the interpretation. And then was looking in the pictures, and I haven't, like, take a picture of the spread, and I had to start all over because I was like, oh no, like, I thought I did the spread, but I didn't. Oh my, that was so disappointing, guys. Those are so, like, so disappointing. But I always like, um, I always like, think that probably those things also have a meaning. That's why I think that it's very important to be professional, to make the time, to not be so, because it happened to me once or twice. But I think that it's important to be mindful about what you do, and also me as a tarot reader, like you weren't paying attention, like really, like, pay attention. Like, it's something simple that sometimes since we know the routine, we get used to it and we take for granted some things. We are like, oh yes, I done it. I know I done all steps. But sometimes it's, life can surprise you, and you act in automatic, and you don't know, and you are not paying attention. So, these things happen. And I will get annoyed with myself by myself because there's no one around me. um, True, I once got mad at someone because they interrupted my reading. They treated me like a crazy person. Like, oh well, it was really late at night, so I just pretended they woke me up. Yeah, I had that happened also during my lives. I had my dad, my family members, that they are all like cooking in the grill, like doing the barbecue outside, like that window is very close to where I am, so I can hear them. I can hear the laughter, them having fun and communicating. but I would get really upset. I would get really nervous, really nervous, really nervous on camera because it's not what I want, it's not. But yeah, the good thing about this is that I think I told you guys that my dad is like building like a new office like on top of my where I live. So I probably will be able to use that as my place because I do have an office here at my house. But when it's hot, it's really hot in there, and when it's cold, it's really cold, and it's a great place to sort of save my like my things, my tarot decks, everything that has to do with office and with my stuff. But it's not a good place to work in. It's not, you can hear all the sounds, it's very messy. So I'm thinking that if I do have this office like in another floor, probably I will be able to record a bit more, and also I have to get the camera. I know it. It's just that, guys, our country, like the prices. I was thinking about getting a new phone because I have to start to work remotely on March, so I have to use a phone to work. And I was like, okay, I will do this, but I was thinking I need to have a phone for work and then a phone for personal things. Um, and I was looking at the prices, and I was like, guys, each day is higher economy, but we are not doing well. We are not doing well. So yes, this is it. So you have to. Um, but what I'm loving, about having my own small place here is that I don't have to go and rent some studio or some place to record. I can actually do it at home, and I can like you know um, I have the privacy and also the authority to be like, okay, this is my place. I'm going to decorate it the way I want to, or I'm going to do these things this way. So it gives you a lot of freedom of creativity as well. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited about that. That live on FIFA finals will always be legendary. Oh yes, and it will be, yes. I swear the other day I was rewatching it. Actually, I was watching it. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to see, the different, because I believe that I did pull some cards for some people, and I wanted to see how it went. And then I was like, I was watching and watching, and then I started like paying attention that I was talking about the World Cup, and I was like, but is Argentina playing? Like, oh my level of hello, Ivan. Having your own place is the best. All the best, wishing good things come to you with change in the surroundings. Yes, yes, yes. That final still crazy. Yes. I think that this is the only thing good that we have, and we are going to hold on to that joy and pride for so long because I believe that we like I told you, we are not doing great in my country. So I think that talking about the World Cup and talking about how we won, Argentinian team won. I think that is going to be, the thing that we are going to mention the most to not get depressed, to not get depressed and get uh, sad. But you notice my priorities, right? I was like, I of course that I'm really happy that they won, but I believe the whole country was watching, and for me it was more important to do the live. And as I told you guys, I'm planning to do a reading um for this new girl group XG. That I don't know why I thought that XG was from YG. My level of association is so basic, guys. Why? Why? I don't know. I saw XG and I was like, oh, it's from YG. Oh, you are. I swear, I was like so dumb. But it was really close to the name, so they have the same vibe as well. Yeah. XG for my teammates. Oh, yes, I swear. I was like, but where is Baby Monster? I swear, guys, I swear. Yeah, we're going to do this. But first, because I noticed that I done all the readings that you requested about the friendship ones, and there was someone asking me to do a reading also for ISPA. And since I'm going to start the romantic ones, I'm not going to have time to read for ISPA, so we can put some cards for her, for them, not for her, for them. I don't think we will be able to read for YG group anyway. They are all kids. XG is a partnership with Blue. Oh, baby monster too tied to Japanese pre-Korean. I don't understand AG's target market. I don't know why I thought that XG was like a performance group. I didn't know that they were a group. It's confusing, guys. It's confusing. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for... Okay, I'm going to pull cards for him. I don't know if using this astrological one or use the vice versa tarot. What do you say, guys? What should I do? I mean, I can mix both, but the vice versa tarot. I, the vice versa tarot or the radiant sun oracle. I mean, I can mix both. I can mix both. Okay, guys, if anyone is paying attention... okay, Carlos. If anyone... Dream. We talked about it on Discord. uh, we were freaking out on Discord. The first thing, yeah, that's why you're not there. You missed the whole. I was freaking out. I shared the screenshot and I was like, that when I pulled cards for him, the first time that I only pulled two cards, it was the Emperor and the Moon card. So I believe that this guy, Chris Lee, is the Emperor. Chris Lee is the Emperor. But the moon is there. So let's not forget that, yes, this is an advance, small steps of action, of authority. Like, okay, like to say, yes, we're here, he's here. But, about the nature of the contract, the negotiation stuff, everything is still hidden. But we slowly will get to know the details. Something is moving. Something is moving. You were right. He loves SM and they love him. He was training like you said. See, he also published that video of him training. Did you do you remember him? Please, guys, tell me that you remember when I pulled those cards of the page of pentacles and all these pentacles, and I was like, why is he training so much? Because it's like, yes, he's in hiatus, but I was watching and he was like in the process of learning something. So I was like, it's not that he's a couch potato, like he is, but at the same time, the mood was very, um, like I would say dark, but it was a weird combination. I was like, why do they ask him to practice so much if he's not active? And now slowly things are starting to make sense. Love him and he doesn't care very much. They are testing water. Yeah, you did say he's practicing. Yeah, I was like, why is he like studying? Like, what is he studying? Like, and when he posted the picture of the moon, and a few days before I pulled the moon card for him, I was like, Lucas, are we connected? Are we connected, Lucas? And I'm so glad that I got the courage to do this reading, because at the end of those very cold cards that he got, that it is for the reading for his birthday, he got the Ten of Pentacles at the end. So, not everything is lost, and he has that Ten of Pentacles to look forward to, that stability. He has that, and he is like, he has support, you know. He didn't lose everything like he thought. Yes, at least he looks good. Yeah, he looks like always. That's probably what we wanted to see. We wanted to see what his how he's doing, what he looks like. Is he thinner? Like what's going on with him? And the most important thing is he alive? We wanted proof. He was always praised for his dancing. Only drag him after the scam. But yeah, K-pop stands always. He wasn't super Emson. He must be popular. It's just that yes, he was very popular. Hello, KTN. Oh, KTN. Since you are an EXO, now I'm remembering you. Katie, is Baekhyun out? We also have to celebrate this. I'm going to do a reading for on my channel for Baekhyun. I'm waiting for him to come out of the military service, and I want to pull cards for him. I believe as long as he's very careful with women in the future, he should be fine. He has a good company, it seems. Yeah, he should be careful with female energy. Yes, I agree. I agree with that. I agree. Camera, camera angles are hell deceiving. He's still fine as hell. Yeah. No, I'm a dancer. The guy can dance, even pro dance. We're praising him. He's the second best way after 10, along with why. Oh, yes, I know. Yes, I know you're a Suho stan. Yeah. I have to do a reading for Suho. It's been a while. Unless it's female sense, don't drop them. Is this charging tomorrow? Wow. Excited. I'm excited. Okay, guys, let's organize ourselves. And please, if someone can take notes about the timestamps, because I will try to write it down myself. But in case I forgot, please. Me waiting for Shonu in April. It's been 80 years already. It seems very long, yeah. But we are going. We slowly are moving there, guys. We are slowly. I'm sorry, guys. You can see my brags strings. I don't know why they come out. Waiting for taming. Oh yes, please. Um. Um. Oh, Becky is charging today. Okay. The first reading is going to be dedicated for spa because I did promise that I will do a reading to see what the year is going to be like. Um. Then we are going to talk about this. What is? Oh, 40 albums this year? I don't think 40 hours. What is the name of the CIX guy? The one you want to ask, guys? Oh, my internet is down. Okay, we're going to ask about it. SM41 albums? Oh, Bay Jinyoung. Okay. SM does not have the money to support. I don't know. Okay. Actually, even I don't know him, but some fans were claiming he's been running on the group. So, okay, okay. Anyone else, guys? I'm taking the request now. So please, if you have requests, please let me know now. And tomorrow I will be posting the reading for Baekhyun. I don't know how they get away from Lee Soman. Nam Wojun is his birthday on 8. Ah, okay. ITZY, ITZY, I do have to do a reading for them on my channel as well. Yeah, that one, Nam Woohyun, I will have to do one for my channel, Spirit. Woohyun looks so happy. I'm glad he was down for a long time. He was so down. Oh. Mm. Oh, I have to do the EXO. Katie, do you want me to pull cards for EXO? Because I know that you donated the other day. Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. 5. And there's someone that asked me about Bangjedam X Treasure. Okay. Oh, the newbies one. Okay. I have to do a reading. I'm going to do a reading for my channel about your favorite Katie soon. I have to get through the romantic readings first. Can you? Okay, guys, I have a lot of readings, so please stop asking because I have a lot of readings for today. Okay, you should put Nevi's reading as a video. I'm sure you will. Oh, yay! Yes, you should put that Nevi's reading as a video. Yeah. Oh, Nevi's the one. The okay. Nice. Let's start with ESPA. Thank you, Katie. Nevis. Navis, does it mean butterfly? Navis, we love you. Hire is some people. Yeah. Let's start with the Navis love you. The ESPA. The Navis lovers ESPA for 2023. This we do. Okay. Hmm. Okay. They got King of Swords, Page of Cups, Wands, Eight of Cups. And then from the Oracle, from the Radiant Sun, they got the Moon in Cancer card. That is the card of friendship. So yes, this group, I always say the same about. Oh yes, I have to do one, Duna. I have to do an updated friendship. You're right about that. Thank you because I was forgetting. Someone asked me also an update for Jisoo and Hein. Okay. I always, when I pull cards for ESPA, I always mention how I see that these are very sensitive girls. You remember that I always am like, please be careful with what you say. Like, of course, we should all be mindful and careful with all the groups in general. But there's something about these girls, about the ESPA girls, that their group is ruled by a lot of emotions. So having this card, the moon or the moon in Cancer, the friendship, for them, um, they need a lot of love and emotional support, and probably they only get it from the fans and among each other. This is the reality. I think that um, definitely here with the queen of the king of swords. I think that they are going to be offered something like, are they having a comeback? because they are being offered like they are being offered work, you know, like and a lot of more activities. They are like, okay guys, like probably this is one of the CEOs, you know, like come on girls, like, you know, let's do um let's let's get more active, let's do more, you know. Like here with the night of wands, I see a lot of movement, you know, a lot of movement, asking them to be a bit more vigorous, you know, a bit more like physically prepared, also like something that demands a lot of energy and passion out of them. And then they're always being asked to not look back at the past. You know, they are always being asked and reminded this, that they shouldn't like get emotionally too emotionally invested. You know, there's something that this person, I believe that this person definitely does care for the girls because he comes with a page of pentacle, a page of cups. So definitely this person that is like a CEO or the manager is someone that is very aware that they are very sensitive. So he's like, okay, like I get it that girls, you have your insecurities, that you know there are moments where you don't feel like prepared, like emotionally prepared for probably, you know, some feedbacks are very harsh on the girls and they feel a bit um like wait, I'm going to change this. They feel a bit like overwhelmed by the what people expect from them. You know, they feel very overwhelmed by that. So, but here is like, come on, girls, let's not get emotional. Really, let's get back to work. You know, let's somehow close this stage. Let's not get so much on our feelings and let's work. You need to work. You need to move. This is your moment. So take this opportunity because we don't know when you're going to have this opportunity again. So if you're going to be active, take it. Take it, own it, and have fun. Have fun. Show enthusiasm. Show stamina. Show excitement. And also rely on each other. There's potential of these girls are can be really good friends with one another. These girls can be really good friends with one another. So if they feel pressured or if they feel like they cannot make it or they have some doubts about themselves, they should focus on themselves. Whatever they're going through that is demanding and challenging for this era in their careers is going to be a sort of test for this friendship. So they have to focus on the friendship, on building. It's not about teamwork. It's about friendship. It's about relying on each other. It's about knowing each other's strengths and insecurities and being sort of supporters of each other. Because I believe that they do not have they do not have people that do this for them. So they have to rely on each other. And this everything that they are going to go through is a sort of test for their friendship to be stronger. So if there's some of them that are a bit like, oh, I don't know if I should open up to the other girls because you know I don't want them to see me like this, or I don't know how they're going to take this that I have to say. You know, they should definitely like go for it, like open yourself, because there's no one else that can understand you. Actually, the one that can understand you the most is your partner that is next to you, that is living the same experience that you're living it. Of course, that their perception is different. You know, we all don't like process things the same. But here with this moon in Cancer card, I definitely think that they have in common this emotionality, like the protectors of each other, protectors of the group, protectors of their sensitivity. You know, because you know they have to support each other. They have to be there for each other. They have to be each other's mothers because Moon in Cancer is very motherly vibe. So somehow they have to become mothers for each other because probably they do not have access. access to the support. They know that they need it, but they cannot get it outside of the group. So probably in the company, the only people that they can trust is each other. Thank God here there are no cards of betrayal. No, there's actually the offers that are coming their way is to keep their their brand, their reputation alive, to keep the fire burning. So obviously they have to take it. They have to get really into their ambitious self and do every single activity that these people like handed them. You know, it's like, okay, you want us to go here, we will do it. We will do it. You want us to participate here, we will do it. You know, but also showing initiative, showing fire, showing leadership. You know, like you are not, do not hide your potential. Do not hide. Expand. Expand. Be a bit fearless. Because I believe probably this is what the other girls are, the other girl groups are promoting. You know, sort of very strong attitude. So they need to bring that also. They need to get out of that emotional nature of themselves that even though they can like practice and promote this very tough image, there's something very soft and sensitive about them that maybe also the audience like somehow is able to see. And they are like, oh, are you sure these girls are that strong? They seem a bit fragile, you know, a bit pressured, a bit nervous. You know, they have to work on their confidence and give it their all, because this is a great opportunity and I don't think that it's going to be handed to them again. Okay, guys, I'm going to move on to the next question that is for CIX. Is this how this group name is pronounced? Letter by letter, the initials CIX, or is it six? And I'm saying it wrong. Oh, letter by letter? Ah, okay. It's a very nice, it's a very empowering message, and it's very personal. I think that the girls probably do not show how much. I always been saying this every time I read for them. The sensitivity in this course, they definitely, but not in the same of victim mentality. You know, it's just that they are very sensitive for this environment, probably. You know, but yeah, they have to get a bit more tougher because the opportunities are going to show. They're going to be offered to them, so they have to be ready to accept it. Um, okay, for this member, Jinyoung. It's beautiful that they got the friendship card. Okay. Hmm. They got Three of Pentacles, our naked lady, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Moon in Aries card, Protection. Mm, why there are so many wands in here? Definitely, um, because the teamwork is here. Is he a fire sign? They are working. I mean, they are working. They are like in a new beginning. Because of the Ace of Cups in here, it seems like, being working together and everything, it gets a very tumultuous kind of energy, mixed of emotions and also like being on the defensive. I believe in this group you have a lot of people that are very authoritative, that they are very passionate. All of them are very passionate, but there's this sense of that sometimes they can look a bit like they want to force things, because they are not emotionally, they are not doing that great. The members, probably this member is not doing very well in particular. He's very focused on teamwork, so I don't see something wrong in here. So it seems like he's very open, but then he faces this sort of like very strong energy, you know. Um, I don't know if he's very sensitive and the others are very like a bit more action orientated, and he's like, oh, like I open my heart to this and I don't, you know, and also, here with the card of the moon in Aries, the card of protection. So it's something about protecting his inner child. He's a Taurus sun. Yeah, this is why, I definitely think that he's working, that he's like okay, but it seems like the news hit him like a thunder, like a lightning. It comes from the outside and it just is like a slap on the face. But it's more about other people's desire than him because he's busy working. So, I don't, it seems like something is coming towards him, like lightning. Like, look at the eight of wands. Look at the storm coming, and it's not a calm one. So I think that yes, it probably this is initiated by he just he's not he's not he's a bit shocked actually, like because he's very like in his feelings comfortable. Of course that he feels also the pressure from the exterior. I don't know if he feels like he has to say something or defend himself from this news, but this news definitely come very aggressively towards him. So I don't know, I don't think that it's others being aggressive towards him. It's more like the news, the you know the wave of information coming to him or the opinions, and he's like he's like, well, what is this? Like, I'm over here minding my business, and he's a very sensitive guy. Also, so for him it's almost like shocking. Like you're talking about about aggression, like and also here with the moon in Aries, the cards of protection. So it's like it definitely this is like someone that wants to protect him, and probably is the fans. That they want to protect him, but actually, what are they protecting him for? Like, what is like? Why do they feel like they have to protect him if actually he's not very aware of what he needs to be protected from? He is a bit like in shock. He's like, oh, but I'm minding my business here, being unloving and organized and actually working, and all of a sudden I have this. Yeah, maybe because they probably they want to protect him because he got the Knight of no, the Page of Pentacles. So maybe they think that he deserves more opportunities, or that he's being treated like an amateur, and actually he's someone very well experienced, and they are very angry because they he doesn't get the opportunities that he deserves. Mm. Because see this card, the card of protection. Um, if you notice, you see how this lady is protecting this baby here, because the little girl wants to touch him, and the mother, I suppose it's the mother, is like, no, don't touch him because he's a baby, you can hurt him. And this reminds me a lot of when I always tell you people babying their idols, something like that. Like, he can defend for himself. You don't need him to, you know, he's he's not a baby. He's not a baby. Like, he can protect himself. It's more than he feels like he has to protect himself from the news more than someone in particular. I'm going to ask if it's true that he's harassed by his members. Let's see what we got. They got the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So, I mean, he got a lot of wands. So definitely the group that he's in is a group with a lot of people with a strong, very fiery nature. Probably he's a bit slow in energy than them. Compared to them, he's like a bit of a planner, and they are more like a go getter, something like that. Um, it's just that they are very passionate about their work. I don't know. They are working on something, and they feel a bit like, um, the, I wouldn't say desperate, but they feel a bit like, like angry because I believe that they had been planning for something for so long and it doesn't happen. So when did these guys have like a comeback, like a proper comeback? Because actually I get that they are starting to feel a bit impatient. That it's not about him. It's more about the situation. They feel the burden. They feel the... These people would be disbanding Infinite a day after debut for teasing Sungyeon. That's just their bit unusual way of showing love. I love this that right now CIX are on tour. This is why he got the the free of Pentacles, teamwork, the first card, and also that he got all these ones. It's because they are like working. So yes, they are working, they're planning. It's like, yes, they're moving. They're busy. This is why they got so much ones. Like, yeah, they are moving. Their bodies are moving. Their minds, their spirits. They are making the effort. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to SM. 41 albums fulfilled. Will they be able to fulfill 41 albums for 2023? Yes, you did. Yes, Parvati, you did. I didn't understand it. That's why I didn't say anything because I read it, but I'm so when it comes to company moves, I'm so uneducated, especially in English. For me, I struggle. Okay, okay. Listen to me, listen to me because I have a lot of cards here. We have yeah, on reverse. We have the magician, the moon card, the moon card in SM, ace of cups. Oh, I showed the naked lady. Sorry, ace of cups, the wheel of fortune, and then from the oracle of the radiant sun, they got the card of the moon in Capricorn, practicality. So, I mean, I see them putting the effort, really. Like, I think that they could try to create. They definitely they start with the magician. So yes, sometimes the magician it's a bit exaggerated. It's a major arcana that yes, it talks about leadership, mastership. Being a master of your circumstances and also taking control and being very very sure and very like sure about what you have available. So definitely they could have it exaggerated the number of it. Here with the moon card. Definitely like the same that I mentioned about YG ones. They definitely want to keep showing and promoting this family company. And they somehow yes they bring cannot keep, but they are trying because they know they have the people emotionally invested in them. So for them it's about keeping a tradition alive. For them really is because I don't see cards that talk about money. I think that for them it's like a personal project. It's a personal project. It's a personal goal for their legacy, for what they want to keep promoting and keep growing. They have the wheel of fortune, so some things could turn to, it's not like we have the final saying yet. It's not a no. I mean, it's very unlikely, yes, but they will present another thing that it can compensate the initial goal. So here with the wheel of fortune, maybe we should, you know, keep our eyes and our ears open because something they're going to do something. Um, Definitely about the incomes, I sense that there's a bit of, yeah, maybe 25. Yeah, or they could do some kind of magical project where they put all this in one, something like that, and they make like a smaller version of tiny things, being very resourceful, being very resourceful. But that they were exaggerating and lying a bit, yes, they were. They were. They do not have. But they got the moon in Capricorn. That is the card of practicality. So definitely this is not something that they were like, okay, we promised this and we are going to sit and smell the flowers. No, they already have people working on this. They already have like people moving, and this year is all about practicality. So they have people working on this. They have people moving. They're probably going to have all the groups moving, like no lazy. This is why probably Lucas is also going to be out very soon, because the moon in Capricorn is like, come on, we have we have we have to get this. We have bills to pay. So move. And yes, a bit a bit, because the Capricorn moon, it's very, get back to work, get back to work. I don't care how you feel emotionally. I don't care if like a rest for ESPA. It's like, come on, girls, we give you these activities. Go get them. Go do it. Get on your most inspirational, badass, like boss girls, like somehow integrate that fire in you. Like, I don't know, work on this, work on your issues, work on your insecurities, but get out there and do it. Because this is about practicality. So this is also about putting their idols to the highest test of productivity. Like, okay, yes, you had been blessed to be part of this community, of this part of this company. So come on, show me what you can do. I already trained you enough. Show me what you can do. Yes, it's about, okay, guys and girls, move. I'm watching you. So work and don't complain. Something like that. So, productivity, we're going to see it. Yes, they're going to get your money. So save, guys, save your money, because they are going to start like promoting, and you're going to be like, oh, I didn't have money. I don't have money for this. Save money, because they're coming for your pockets. Oh my god. They're not going to wait, and the guy is not there for him. They're like, okay, this is what we're going to do, and we are starting tomorrow. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to ITZY. ITZY 2023. This is fun, guys. Actually, I love to see all this energy moving. Yeah, they already have everything. They already have everything that decided for you. Okay, ITZY 2023. Mm. Okay, they have the full card, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups, the World card, and this lady that is naked, so I have to cover her, and the card of Saturn in Pisces, Seduction. So, well, definitely with the full card, we are starting there. We are starting in a very fresh environment. Probably, definitely, they're working on something new, but also are recovering. Somehow they have to recover from some like deceptions of the past. um these girls definitely feel like they lost something. So I don't know if they were promised something, if they were promised a comeback, or they were promised a song, and it was given to someone else. So they felt the betrayal. And definitely this is not the first time that it happens. They are starting to make peace with that. They are like, okay, let's new year, new us. But yeah, they went through a lot. They went through a lot. Also, okay, accepting that, not everything shines, and probably last year they were in a situation where, you know things weren't very favorable for them, and it really made them feel very, like, I don't know, somehow maybe there were moments where they felt like they were someone's favorite, or it's not that they were favorites, more like they were like praised, and they were like taken into consideration. They had their spot, they had their moment, um, and they felt very like lucky to have that. They are like, okay, they are taking care of us, like they really are doing their best for us to be okay, like they really like are giving us the best that they have. So, and probably last year they were like, wow, really, what you did to me is, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Yes. Mm, yes, they're healing from that. They're trying to be, because if you see the full card, the full card, it's all about, embracing new opportunities, and it's like, okay, I will keep going. This is, a square zero. This is the square zero. I'm starting all over, and I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of this. I'm letting go of this, like, and almost it's like, them wishing on a star. Literally, you have you have the star here. It's like, being a bit naive. And I think that probably is like adapting this mindset of acting as if these things didn't happen. Sort of like pretending that they have amnesia. They are like, okay, I didn't see anything, I didn't hear anything, maybe I misinterpreted things, maybe this wasn't done on purpose to us, maybe this was bad luck. Trying to convince themselves that, like the fool, I am a fool, I'm sorry, like I misinterpreted things, I'm sorry, I will move on. Because they have no other way but to become a bit more humble, understanding, and also being like, okay, what is past is past. I made peace with the past, and now I enter, the world card, a new cycle, a new cycle. I welcome a new cycle. So, I learned, you know, it's about also the being humble, and I think that is disappointing, yes. It's deceiving, yes. But at the same time, it's like, okay, what are you going to do with this feeling? Because you cannot keep, like, being on this distrustful energy. You have to keep working with these people. So even though there could have been some shady things, you need to move on. You need to keep working. You need to keep focused on the next step, and ready for the next cycle, ready for the next stage, ready for the next chapter in your life. Like, keep going on the journey. This was just a step back. You have to keep going because there's more out there for you. This was an unpleasant experience, yes, it was. But, and also here with the Saturn in Pisces, the card, the card of the seduction, it's also about them, not losing their their ability to seduce the audience. Not like, do not let these experiences like make you become a very harsh person. Like, really connect with your femininity, connect with your sensitivity, like, you okay, seduce everyone with this new concept, like connect with your sensitivity, with your more siren kind of, like, more siren kind of attitude, and being like seductive, even being seductive to everyone in the company, and everyone around you, like offer them love, like inspire them love, trust, beauty. Also connect with the beauty, the beautiful in you, because somehow if you feel very bitter inside or very hurt or disappointed or betrayed, those feelings also like affect your body language and your energy, and you do not have the potential to seduce. And you have to use your image to seduce your audience. Like keep that energy, keep the energy alive, like work with your feminine side. Do not get on the revengeful kind of side, like more work on your seduction. Seduce the audience again, seduce them. It's like falling in love for the first time. It's a lesson most groups learn later on, but nowadays it's happening sooner. Yes, unfortunately it's happening sooner, especially because they are females. So unfortunately, the seduction, the Piscean nature, because this is Saturn in Pisces. So it's like, okay, instead of feeling unflexible, feeling hurt, feeling like really like, okay, I'm happy with this. No, I'm going to make you pay. No, get in the Piscean kind of energy. Very dreamy, very romantic, very understanding, very empathic, very beautiful, very like zen, like, oh, okay, I'm so, even spiritual, like very soft, very like you are going to make sacrifices. Something like that. Like be softer, soften your energies, and also soften your heart, like soften your heart. Don't let that harsh feelings or memories like put you in that place of sorrow and like that negative thinking. You need to keep smiling, keep shining, keep loving. See, it's beautiful and it's great how it matches the others. It's amazing. It's the first time I'm using it here. And it's amazing. It's amazing. See, I told you, Spirit. And the original version, it's even beautiful because it comes with a book that it's very beautiful. If you are learning astrology, it's going to help you. And also the back, it's very orange. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So if you can get it, the original, guys, please just because these are astrological cards. It can help you with learning astrology and the placements, but also, with the tarot, because it has keywords. So it's an oracle, so you can use it, even if you do not understand much astrology. The keywords can guide you. I swear, I didn't expect to get it. I was like, oh my god, they're bathing. Okay, let's move on for Katie, the tarot reading for EXO, and then I'm going to pull some cards for Suho. EXO. Wow. They EXO got Six of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Magician, Seven of Pentacles, and then from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, they got the card of revenge. Mars in Scorpio. So this is heavy as well. Actually, I felt it when I read Mars in Scorpio. I felt it on me. Definitely, the group is moving. Like it's moving. Yes. Um, yes. The group is moving. The group is slowly like claiming their leadership. I think that they waited, literally they waited a long time to actually have in total. um I think that they are finally, like, they feel like they finally are moving their energies, like they are moving to another stage. How many members are the group? Because they got the Nine of Cups. Are they nine? I think it's too much. Nine. They're not nine. And here with the Magician, they are like, okay, we are stepping. They're nine? Really? Because it caught my attention, this Nine of Cups. This is where I was looking at the nine and I was like, are they nine? I swear, guys. I was this way. I was like, the nine, the card nine needs. So I'm like, they finally are going to have their moment. And they didn't get the card of justice, but since they have the card of revenge, there's something here that they are claiming. So yes, you are going to see them like together, enjoying themselves, and possibly you could see Lei. If they are nine with Lei, you can see Lei as well. Probably people are wondering about Lei, and definitely I see them like, okay, we are satisfied, we made it, we made it. We you thought you were done with us, we are still here. And but I also think that there could potentially be some revealing about the lack of opportunities, or actually the lack of payment. There could be someone of them, the magician, actually like spitting some facts and saying very honest truths on the media and on TV for everyone to see, about the lack of opportunities and about how they were waiting for a payment or a reward that never came. So they are taking the ownership of their image, their brand, and their name, and they are going to use it to keep promoting the group, but also to talk about a few things about the group that the audience probably suspected but they didn't have, because we have the card of revenge. So this Mars in Scorpio here, it seems like they had been working on the shadows, collecting information or collecting something, and they are like, okay, finally, all of us here, we are going to talk about what we have to talk about. Yes, they are like, we waited here, like this person, see this person sitting here? It's like, I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. See this? I'm waiting. They are telling me that the, that the coins are ready, that that I'm going to have them. But look at this person's face. This person is tired. And they are also in this very magician, so they have the control over what they say. And I think that, I think that probably if they say something, it's going to be in an environment of when you feel very relaxed, probably them like hanging out together, like a sort of like reunion, and they talking, and probably there could be drinkings involved, and then talking and being happy, and celebrating and being like, oh yes, we accomplished this, and all of a sudden that, you know, probably someone with a lot of Mercury aspect, says something, and that something is the starting. Yes. I pulled an extra card for the card of revenge, and they got the Two of Swords. So it's like we had the possibility, we wanted to do so much more, and we couldn't, like, we were manipulated. All the times that we said yes to things, we didn't do it from our hearts. We did it because we were forced. We were forced to stop, or we were forced to just don't say anything, stay in there. So the one that could spell the tea is someone that has very mercurial influence, someone that talks too much. But they are like, I'm going to get you white. It might be only exception, but I know that YG. Suho is vocal about their comeback. Hopefully they do expose. Lions Dental reading said they feel old and out of touch, and they will seriously lacking new ways, trends to communicate with younger fans. Um, when their fandom is so strong and stable, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't want to mess with TD's mercenaries. This reminds me of when HM rejected their Billboard plans. They were supposed to win something. Mm. Going to pull some cards for Suho. He's the leader, right? Suho? Maybe he can spill us some tea. How he's feeling. Oh, pull 5 cards for him. He went through so much, that guy. Oh my. Talking about Leo energy. This is for EXO Suho. 10 of Swords. Knight of Cups. 4 of Pentacles. The Judgment. 8 of Cups. And from the Radiant Sun Oracle, he got the card of Mercury in Leo. So he could say some dramatic things, actually. I wouldn't say the tea, but he could be a bit dramatic about his speech, the way he says things. Starting here with the Ten of Swords, this is the card that actually I showed for ITZY. I think that definitely he went through a lot, this guy. Um, but he always kept this. Does he have some cancer placements? Because he always kept this very loving effort towards um, towards stability. He was like, okay, yes, it was harsh, but I tried to keep the group together. Because he has the Four of Pentacles. So he's very Taurian also in the sense. I know he's a Gemini, but he has a lot of Taurus energy as well. He's like, I'm not, no one is moving me from here. Like I believe he probably was offered other projects and he was like, no, I will stay here for the group. Um, and probably he will stay until the end. He's very stubborn and he's very loyal. But I believe that here with the judgment card, the judgment card, this is coming. This is like, okay, you have to face some things about yourself and your life in this position. Like, you have to somehow welcome change. Welcome change. Like, some things are going to happen, and I think that it's also about giving up. Like, not do not get so emotionally invested on something that is no longer the same. you know Probably there's something about EXO's dynamic that is not the same. That they could have, yes, these activities and been seen together, but since they are so different, and they are adults, they had experienced so much as individuals, it's very hard to keep them aligned as in the group, because they already are grown. They have their own mindsets, they have their own goals, they have their own lives. So it's like, it seems like Suho stood frozen in time like this. He's like, no, I'm going to stay in here just in case they come back, because if they come back, I'm going to be here still. After they stop arguing with each other, after they stop, I will always be the leader. I will always wait. I will be patient. This is actually very sweet. It's very sweet, but I think that probably life is like, come on, you invested so much of yourself for this. Let go of control. Let go of control. Because some things are meant to change, and they are changing. They are changing, and yes, it's good that he maintains this loyalty to the group, but at the same time, it's like, come on, like, you know like, think about yourself for once. Think about yourself. Move on. Move on. Move on. Definitely for him, I think that the hardest is to accept that, he's very stubborn. He's like this very stubborn father figure. He's like, no, he does take his role very seriously. And I think that he lost a few opportunities also in love and relationships because of being so focused on the group. Probably being so focused on work. Does he have like a Virgo Venus or something like that? Because I sense that he's very structured, and he's like, no, when I'm focused on this, I don't want to be disturbed. Like, I don't want drama. But probably I believe that it has to do because, he comes from this. He comes from this. So probably when it comes to emotional well-being, he was never taken care of. Emotionally. I'm not saying like, financially. I don't know where he comes from. But I think that there's something about him wanting to be that stable and loyal for the others because he didn't have that in his life. So for him, it's important to stay there until the end. It's like a personal need. It's something that he does it because, yeah, but I think that he was in the middle of a lot of like arguing and a lot of discussions that really hurt his ability to receive love. Or he probably had this sort of tough love, where um yeah. And then with with the with the Mercury in Leo, he's like very, when he gets triggered, he's very dramatic. So he can probably, be like very dramatic about, like, oh, I don't talk to them that often. They forgot about me. They didn't talk to me. Like I'm disappointed. Being very dramatic in this sense. He can have a few like of those um, like um, like sort of way of exposing the members. I mean, like, oh, they don't talk to me. I'm always reaching out to them, but they don't talk to me. Like, mm, yeah, if they have like a reunion, he will expose them all. But handing the receipts, like, okay, you should have called me sooner. And in this sense, he's very like, he's very into the drama. He's a bit dramatic, especially because for him, for him, it's very important that the others let him know what they are up to. Like, he wants to know if if they're safe. It's not that he needs to know everything that you're doing, but he wants them to check on him. But he's a bit exaggerating about the things he said also. Yeah, I think that he probably had a better experience in relationships, so he still is not like, he still needs, to learn to trust again. He probably went through something with someone and he's still not over it. So he needs to. I'm going to do a reading for him in the Ideal Romantic Partners series, Kathy. So look forward to it, so we can see a bit about, what his ideal is. Okay, I'm going to put some cards for this, for Luna, and then for Nam Buhyeon. For Luna, they got the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Judgment card, and the King of Swords. And then from the oracle, they got the card of the queen, the moon in Gemini, adaptability. So I definitely think that for Luna it's a period of advancing, but it's also about waiting. I would advise them to keep doing what they are doing, to keep practicing what they have been practicing, to keep studying, pay attention, like uh, learn and educate yourself as much as you can. Study, study the situation you are in, study everything, take your time, and also get off media. Like, don't engage in, like, try to stay away from the internet because they got the four of swords, you know. So they need to stay away from the internet drama, from the media, from people saying, just let things happen and evaporate, you know, even though, you know, as this image, you know, there's something burning, but yes, you have to protect yourself and just stay in this, you know, do not engage, like, everything is burning, but you just let it be, let it happen. Um, and also here with the judgment, you know, it's more about a rebirth is going to happen. And also they got the king of swords, so justice is going to be handed to them. They are going to have justice, but it's going to be a very tumultuous process. Probably it's going to take longer. They are already on the way, in the sense that it's not that they are at the beginning, but they are in the process, and the process is going to be slow. There are moments where they are going to get news, and there are moments where they are not going to get any news nor details. So they have to be ready to rest. Like, do not anticipate, especially do not engage online. Like, just wait, just wait. You know, the moon in Gemini also here, adaptability. You know, it's like probably the girls are very, they are very excited to say their truth and to communicate what they know, to communicate what they went through, to let people know, probably to write a book even. um, to communicate. They want to reach out to the fans and let them know details and being very communicative. But I think that what we can take the most of this moon in Gemini is that they have to adapt to whatever is available. If they are summoned or they are asked to participate, to go somewhere and, you know, and speak their opinion or say their side of the events, then you go and you do it. But otherwise, if you are asked to stay and wait, you also have to learn to do that. You know, here with the moon in Gemini, we know the moon in Gemini energy is very eager to communicate. Is very eager to go and publish their thoughts, their perceptions, what they have observed. You know, they want to write everything down. You know, they want to share what they know. They cannot help it. But also this could backfire on them. So it's better to use information wisely. Do not vomit your truth on people that just want to gossip. Like, you have to say what you know for, you know, the right moment, the right place, where you are summoned by authority, and it's like, okay, now you start and tell me what the details of this. But do not open your mouth for strangers or people that probably just want to see you fall, or they just want to listen to you so they can entertain themselves. So please, like, I would advise the girls to, and also keep studying. Like, I would advise them to study the law by themselves. You know, study, go grab a book or go and meet with people that can guide you through this process, because they can also learn a lot about this. They can also become professionals because of this experience that they are going through. They can become sort of leaders of this experience. So it's great that they take the experience as a learning process. So observe it, learn from this. Maybe your experience can actually, I don't know, develop a new law, something. But instead of just freaking out and just reaching out to whoever because you need to express themselves, and I definitely sense that they have this need to express themselves, and I totally get it. But since the law here and the subject, it's very vulnerable because it's very, anything can be used against you. So I would advise you to not react. Okay, let's pull some cards for Nam Woo Hyun. And I didn't write down the timestamps, guys. I'm such a... Nam Woo Hyun. He's an Aquarius, right? Because you told me it's his birthday. Hey, Natasha. I didn't see you there. Hello. Oh, really? Oh, my. Mm. He got the Chariot, Five of Swords, Six of Wands, Five of Cups. Then from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, he got the card of Saturn in Gemini, concentration. These idols are like, why they always get the Five of Cups? You know, they always get this Five of Cups. It's like, it's amazing how the cards repeat. I definitely think that he is slowly, like, he's, this is, and also he got the Chariot, and this year is ruled by the Chariot, Major Arcana. So I think that definitely it means that he's advancing, but he's advancing from a place of a lot of emotionality, and finally being able to move on. Uh, but also I think that he's a very intelligent guy. He has like, has he been in a lawsuit with someone, because he has a lot of information saved that he's planning to release sometime this year probably. He's like, okay, yes, I'm moving on, like really, like I'm expanding, like I'm doing my things, like I'm feeling very excited, like yes, hello. But nevertheless, Seven of Swords is like, I'm still collecting information. This is not over for me. So, and he definitely wants to beat someone. He wants to be victorious over someone. He has, I wouldn't say it's the vendetta. He doesn't have like a personal grudge. It's not about grudge. It's more about, okay, you stole this from me and I'm going to get it back. He's going to be very successful this year. This year is going to be of a lot of a lot of recognition. Probably he's going to be praised a lot, like in public even. You're going to see him like getting awards or recognition. But there's a sense of emptiness. He definitely, I think that he does struggle with with the word success or victory. For him, it's like he doesn't care about victories anymore. I think he's a bit emotionally tired. He definitely is waiting for some people to fall, he's waiting for karma, but at the same time, he's a bit tired emotionally. And it seems like it doesn't matter how many triumphs he gets, he will always feel a bit sorry for all the things and the time that he was missed. He missed the stability. The stability that he had, and somehow that stability was taken away from him. What he knew, his life. Somehow his life was taken away from him. His lifestyle, his security, his he built something with the others. They had something stable, and it was taken away from them. So he's like, okay, now I'm collecting all these triumphs. Like, yeah, I'm doing well. Like, yes, I'm slowly, like, people know who I am. I laugh with people, I interact with people, but inside I feel a bit, I still, I I haven't recovered yet. Yeah, I hope they cut off ties with Euler. See, honestly, I know he raised them and all, but that man is so toxic. Yeah, he has some information of that. That's why he doesn't break it. He probably has information. He probably. I once personality reading on Wuhan. Honestly, hands down, the best I ever seen. I loved him. Yeah, it's like for him, it's like he keeps moving and he's a very hopeful person. His personality also is very fiery. Probably he's a very authentic person. He's always looking forward to something else to do, but he doesn't forget that once he was happy, and that this was ruined. He doesn't forget. But I think that also here with the Saturn in Gemini, the card of concentration, is like focus on what is important. Focus on what is important. Really. Focus on what is important. I think that sometimes his mind is comes from the past to the present to the future, and he's always distracted by different sides. I also think that he's very unpredictable. That he means well. He's a good guy, but I think that he's very hurt inside, and he just doesn't know what to do with all that hurt. Probably he lashes out at people that are like, what? Probably has like uh, post-traumatic syndrome. Like he really sometimes he just like, you know he 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 gets upset for the smallest things that doesn't have anything to do with what he's living. So the card here of Gemini in Saturn in Gemini is like concentrate, like focus one thing at a time. Focus on what you are living right now. You are moving, you are making progress, so stay on those. But you see how he moves, how he's able to move forward, and then he has this Seven of Swords here. He's moving, but nevertheless his mind is thinking about the past, and he's thinking about going back. And also you have here, you have the Seven of Wands, that is victory, but also you have the Five of Cups, that is about regrets from the past, regretting what was lost. But you have the Six of Wands, that the Six of Wands is victory. So it's like, he's looking ahead, but he's also going back. So it's like this is why he gets this scar of concentration, like go back and forth in reality. For me, it's a trauma response. You know that he cannot, like, he feels like he has to be on alarm mode, on caution all the time. Yeah, I don't think any amount of success can heal those deep wounds like that. The whole teens and 20s. Yes, yes, definitely. But he's doing great. You know, he's doing great. He's advancing. He's going to get the recognition that he wants. You know, so I think that it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Yes. And I'm curious, guys, because I know that you requested that I do a reading for Navis in my channel. But Navis is real people, or is this is this artificial intelligence? Oh, and didn't I forget about the most important reading that I wanted to do from the beginning, or did I do it? The XG reading. Wow. Oh my. But that's going to be very weird. Guys, I was about to go and I didn't do the reading for XG. Make it, I was, oh my god, guys, I was almost forgetting about XG. We were talking about them from the beginning and I haven't pulled cards from them, for them. Oh my. Okay, let's do a general one for the group because I know that there are minors in there. So yes, I'm not going to do individual readings for them. Like I'm not going to also do a more extended version for Baby Monster because I know that they were asking me like, oh, can you do a more extended reading for Baby Monster? No, they're minors. I like come on guys, be respectful. Like sometimes I feel like I do readings and people just don't appreciate them. I'm like, I'm one person doing the readings. Hmm. Okay, a lot of Saturn placements. So they got King of Swords. We already see someone here stepping down as the authority of this over this course. King of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Fool. And then from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, they got Saturn in Leo, generosity. So they definitely are asking the audience to, you know, they definitely are asking the audience to be generous. Guys, if you see that user Tarot Destroyer, please can you like block it because or report it, because that's the usual bot that all is always like interrupting readings for a lot of the readers. I did notice. Um, So yes, definitely I can see that there's a masculine here. There's a guy behind these girls that he really like cares for these girls. So definitely if you're worried, if they're well taken care of, they are. This guy is very strict. He's a bit cold. He's very, yeah, business orientated, but at the same time he's a provider. So he will provide the girls with a lot of, like, I don't know why this. Um, so I definitely think that they are going to come stronger, guys. They have the Ace of Wands and the Fool. So they are a new form of beginning, of something unexpected. The force that these girls have, like really, like this is no cutie concept. This is really like a strength and passion. So, and they are also going to bring something different. I don't know. I haven't listened to what they do. I don't know if they release something. I only seen them a few clips of them, but I'm not like familiar with what they do. Um, so definitely they are this sort of group that can this very passionate. They are going to show a lot of energy, a lot of like vigorosity, also being very creative. So they are going to start like this very passionate beginning. There's something about hey Lilian about being like passionate. Oh my god. What is going on with these people in the comment section? Is this the time? Hello, Saintful. Yes, I did it for Lilian and it was so cute. Um, I definitely see, this very passionate energy. Really. Like, I think, yeah, I think that they can create so much, guys. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Wow, it's the first time we have so many people. Wow. Yeah, they are going to surprise a lot of people. They are going to surprise a lot of people. I see them like really. They have a strong stage presence as well. Like there's something very, very interesting about them. Very interesting. Yes. But the audience can be a bit like a bit torn between these two, not knowing who to choose. Because I pulled an extra card to clarify the fool, and we got the lovers. So I don't know if maybe since it's the vice versa, I have to always keep turning the cards. Um, I don't know if maybe the audience will feel tempted to. There will be divided opinions between them and another group. Like, oh yes, I like them, but I don't know, I also like this one. So they could also be compared to other group, or being like, but I think that um, they actually they are going to get a lot of generosity from the audience. I believe that this is what they want the most. Probably they don't want people to feel intimidated by them. They probably are also praying for people to be generous to them, and not generous like, oh, give me your money. No, it's more about being kind to me, please. So I don't know if there's something that it's a bit like controversial about them, or there's something that you're like, oh, maybe the audience could be against this, but they are praying for generosity. They are like, please accept us with what we have, that we are definitely going to make it worthy, you know but probably they feel a bit like, like, I hope the audience, yes, I hope the audience um you know is nice to them, because yeah, there's something about them that probably. Oh, this is the group that have. I thought I saw Camila Cabello. I call her Cabello because here with my accent with Camila Cabello. Um, I was like, isn't it Camila? I thought I was seeing doubles. I was like, oh, maybe I'm watching the wrong MB. I don't know. I was so confused, guys. I was so confused. I don't know what to think. I don't know, guys. I still have to watch them. Like, I don't know much about them. What? I lost the card. Hold on. I dropped the card. Oh, and then there was someone that asked me for. Mm, for Bam Jedam, ex or former member of Treasure. So let's put some cards for him. And let's say happy birthday to Samara, that her birthday was a couple of days ago. So Samara, you can choose who I pull cards for. Do you have any questions about someone? Please don't make it controversial. No promises. Samara, didn't you have a question about Jaehyun? Come on, Samara, I'm waiting for your question. I have to write it down and then I will continue with this guy. I got the memory. Ah, okay. Okay, I will do it. Do you want the astrological one or the vice versa one? Ah, okay. Wait that I'm going to read for this guy and then I will read for you. Okay. Okay, for this guy, this former guy of Treasure, Bang Jodam, I know that someone asked if he will be back, I guess, to the industry or something. And he got the Death card, the Devil card, um, the the Free of Cups, and the Justice card. I'm waiting for my cat. Wait, guys, I have to. Sorry, guys. It's just that my cat is so stubborn. Like my dad wanted to feed her. He was calling her through the window, and she wouldn't want to. Oh my god. She wouldn't like. She wouldn't jump off the window. She's so. Oh my god. Okay. Here with the death card, the the devil card. Definitely, I think that he probably is not. Did I say the cards that he got? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Um, the Death card, the Devil card, Free of Cups, the Justice, and um, from the Radiant Sun Oracle, he got the Moon in Pisces, Empathy. So, um, I think that I definitely sense that you know that he definitely cut very toxic ties with the people that he worked with For him, it was necessary. It was something abrupt, but he definitely needed to cut from the toxicity. He felt very manipulated. He felt very uh, like he felt so out of control. And for him, it was like, okay, finally I'm breathing. Finally. For him, it was a bit traumatic, because it meant to also cut ties with people that probably he cared about. For him, it wasn't an easy decision. He's still like trying to process everything. But I see him wanting to come back. I see him wanting to actually like connect with people again, like, but since we have the justice here, probably, if you want to see other colleagues or other people from the industry, he is going to find a few like challenges. Probably here with the justice is like some people are going to be pushed away from him and are going to be told like you cannot talk to him, because I don't know if they are still in a sort of like legal situation, but they are like, okay, you want to hang out with them but you can't, because I actually like made them something to not talk to you or to not reunite with you. He definitely wants to. He feels like in order to heal, he wants to reach out to the others, probably the other members or other colleagues or other people from other group, that another manager or something like that. But the justice here is like, not now, not now. Everything is a bit. I don't think it comes from him, because I definitely see him like offering, like inviting people and being like, oh, maybe we should hang out, and people be like, oh yes, I can't now, I have things to do, like, and also people being a bit like strict with him, and a bit cold, and him actually being very surprised by probably how people act towards him, especially now that he's no longer part of the group. He probably is a bit shocked about this. He's like, oh, but I thought we were friends, or I thought, and the justice here is like there are papers in the middle. There are papers in the middle, so these people is like being forced to keep distance from you. Um, and also here, the card of the moon in Pisces. See, this card is like asking him to be empathic towards the others. Do not take it personally. Actually, this is like um, this is like this is part of the process. This is the consequences of the decision you made. So you have to be empathic with other people's like actions or reactions. They are doing the best they can with what they have right now. So don't judge them. Don't judge them. Don't judge yourself either. Be empathic. Show empathy. Show understanding, and be understanding. Be empathic. Put yourself in their places. They are doing their best they can. They are also like this, tied, manipulated for a dream, just like you were back then. But you decided to put an end to this. So is part of each other's journey, and things cannot be the same. Probably not for now. So you have to also give it time. Like do not make assumptions of, oh, I thought they were like this, why they are acting like this, or I thought that they would receive me better, they would do like, and actually it's no one's fault. It's part of a process of readjusting, to whatever you know, is available. Mm. Just that people don't know what they go through, and they don't know how also it's difficult for the people that stay, because living is a personal decision, but also staying, and none of the people, not the one that left and the one that stays, it's they all have their consequences on the choice, on the choice that they make. They all have. We all been through this. For example, you at your workplace, someone that decided to quit, and and just work somewhere else, and the ones that got fired, and you are the one that stays in the company, and these are different situations, and each of the parts are doing the best they can with themselves. He needs a lot of healing, yes, and probably for him to not get rejected or actually like have an uncomfortable encounter, he better do not invite other people. I think he should stay away from trying to socialize with the industry. I think that this is not the time yet. The wound is still fresh, and these people have a lot of influences. A lot of influences over. They know who he is. They know what he's doing. They probably are following him around also. They know what he's up to, and they don't want him to. You know. Okay, Samara, I'm going to pull a card for you. Is Samara here? Oh, you got the card of Venus in Cancer. Pierce. It's so beautiful. I think that um, definitely this is a card that because this is not rebirth. This is not something new, and this is birth. This is like the birth literally of a new you. You have to give birth to you, um, and I think that probably you had been working on something, or you are working on something that is going to have an outcome this year. You're probably it's going to feel like your your baby literally. It's not a literal baby, but it's going to feel like your project, your baby. So it's something very very emotional that also can give you a sense of stability, a sense of like, okay, this is mine, this is a representation of what I create, what I'm able um to make, and it's something very emotional. It has to do with your emotional side. So since this is like Venus in Cancer, it can also be like about you becoming your own mother somehow. You becoming. I'm just not trying because my hands make it difficult. So probably, this talks about you being mother to yourself, you know, um, you loving yourself as a mother. I think here there's something that, since this is a card that talks about, creation, I think that it also has to do with your needs with your motherly needs, and not the need to have a baby literally, but probably, your needs when it comes to your relationship with your mother or the mother figure in your life. So it's like, okay, yes, like probably, since you become that uh, vessel of love and understanding and very warm feeling of, like, um of really, like being a mother to yourself. Venus in Cancer is about, okay, are my needs met? Like, do I have what I want? Like, I will not allow this toxic not relationship, or toxic conversations to happen when I'm here. Like, I will make sure that I have the best time, that I feel comfortable in my house, that I feel comfortable where I live. Probably it also has to do with, I don't know if you want to move out, or if you're planning on, like, oh, I want to have my own house, I want to be in a place where I feel like this is family, but I think that definitely has to do with the mother figure, and somehow it's calling you to mother yourself. Like, become your own mother, because probably what you had been expecting from your mother to be with you is not going to happen. She will always be what she had been. She had given you, or is giving you, what she can, or what she knows. She's loving you the way she knows how. And maybe, yes, you want a more Cancerian mom. You want a more, like, loving, devoted, even a bit more like a clingy kind of mother, a bit more like sensitive, and even a bit more invasive, like those kinds of mother that are too overprotective, you know, and you want to feel that love. And Venus in Cancer is like, maybe it's better to accept that, your mother may be the opposite to this. So instead of you asking for your relationship to be different, or for her to be someone else, you can accept that she is giving you what she can with what she has. That she also was a child back then. She used to be a child, that probably her needs weren't met as well. And this is why she is the way she is right now. And you can, like, somehow cut that expectation, or that need for things to be different, and be like, okay, I'm taking over this energy of Venus in Cancer, and, like, I'm becoming a mother to myself. I'm giving my baby self, I'm giving my my child self all the love that the adults didn't provide back then, because you still have time. You still have time. And I believe that this is very important for you to integrate this energy, this Venus in Cancer. It's very necessary for you to integrate it. So when you have your own children someday, you know how to express love. You know how to be that mother. Because if you keep, like, looking at, oh, because my mother didn't give me this, my mother's, no, like, start practicing this Venus in Cancer. And actually, I would advise you to go look at the characteristics of a Venus in Cancer, and start, like trying to connect with that energy yourself. And probably this also lets you know that probably you need Cancerian energy in your life. Like a Cancer partner. Someone is going to come also from the outside to give you that to show you what that energy is all about. Uh-huh. You're a Cancer rising. Uh-huh. Yeah, that cancer rising is calling you. It's calling you to give them protagonist, like welcome that energy. Let it like it doesn't matter if you don't know cancer people, like just learn from that, read about it, like integrate it. Yeah, cancer moon people are also very good. Yeah, very good, very nourish, very loving people, very uh, it's just that it's hard to sometimes we wish our parents would give us, especially the mother would give us like a more loving, energy. Like I know my mom used to be like a moon in Aries, so no emotions allowed, only action. So I totally get your need to probably, be a bit more under, like having a more a loving mother. Yes, because they show up to show you, to integrate that you can also, that you have that energy. You have it, that energy. Oh yes, Leo Suns. Yes, the Leo Suns moms are like, for me they are not the moms. They are like the protagonists. Anywhere they go, it's like they are the protagonists. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I had been here for so long. So yes, I'm going to take a break. Probably I will come back tomorrow with more readings. So yes, but I do have to work on some things today. Oh, hello, Hope. Maybe tomorrow. Yes, because it's been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Um, Maybe tomorrow I will try to be here after I have lunch, so maybe 2 p.m. my time, so a lot more people can join. I hope that the bots don't bother us because those bots are so, like, I don't know why they are here. But yes, so yes, I will continue tomorrow. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. Have a great Saturday.